I've been teaching a lot of people recently to speak English. Now, I'm not a formal teacher, so I just use my ears and I listen to what I hear and try to help them to speak in a better way. And I try not to be too judgmental because, of course, everyone's at a different level, they sound different, everyone has accents. But the main problem that I'm coming across is that everybody speaks too quickly when they're trying to speak English in a second language. Now, it's probably the same for all of us when we try to speak another language which is not our first language. What can we do to slow ourselves down and to speak more clearly? The first thing I'm going to say is you need to breathe. You need to learn how to breathe. So I usually tell people to think about your body and how you, maybe you're sitting, I'm standing now, but it's to stretch your arms out as wide as they will go, and then breathe through your nose just for a few seconds like this. Okay, now you might think he's breathing a long time. Takes a bit of practice to relax and to be able to kind of like use your full lung capacity. So that's like the first thing you can do. The second thing you can do is to think about what you're saying before you say it. Now, this is not easy because a lot of people, they just want to get on with the speaking because they're so excited. And what happens is that even when I'm speaking to you now, I'm trying to explain something about speaking slowly, but my mind is jumping ahead to think, how am I going to finish this video, right? So part of my mind is thinking that, part of my mind is thinking, what am I going to say next? And then part of my mind is thinking, what am I going to say in the middle, which is of really good value to the people that listen to the video. So lots of things are happening, but what we want to do is to kind of forget about that and just focus on the thing that we are saying now. For example, if I go back, we want to focus on the thing that we're saying now, and even say it to myself, we want to focus on the thing we're saying now. We want to focus on the thing we're saying now. So it means that you're not so stressed about thinking about, and what will I say after that? Just focus on the thing that you're saying now. I'm probably speaking quite quickly now. I'm aware of it and I'm trying to accentuate everything. But for me to really slow down, I need to sound actually quite stupid. So for example, if I was to really speak slowly. Okay, so that's a bit strange. But actually what's happening, if you think about it, if you're, say, flying on an aircraft and you look down, thousands of feet to the Earth's surface, you see interesting things. You maybe see the way the fields are laid out, or a city, how the buildings are kind of laid out, or you might see some clouds. But of course you're not seeing the detail, and you're moving very quickly at a high altitude. And as the plane comes down to land, and you get more and more scared because the buildings and the landscape is moving really, really quickly now, you start to realize, oh gosh, there's all of these things going on here. But of course the plane's moving quickly and you're getting more and more concerned. Are we going to crash? I don't know. Sorry, I'm bringing too much danger into this. I'm sure it's all okay. But as you come into land, you realize how quickly you were traveling, how much ground you were covering. And as the plane sort of, slowly grounds to a halt, you start to look around and you're seeing things completely differently from when you were up in the sky. What I mean is that we are normally speaking our own, if you like, mother tongue quite quickly. We're not thinking about it, we're used to it. As I say, we're used to flying at altitude, and it seems weird to be down there moving so slowly. But of course, in reality, there is detail down there, and really that's where we need to begin. If you are trying to learn a language and grammar and vocabulary and everything, that's all very good, but actually think about like a baby, for example. A baby's not learning grammar or vocabulary, it's just listening to the parents speaking and repeating the sound because they want to eat or sleep or go to the toilet, whatever they want to do. Think about how a baby's learning, and we can use that same thing to improve the way that we speak, but really just to keep slowing down. Now, I've got some other videos I'm going to do on speaking slowly, but this is kind of like the basic intro just to explain exactly where I'm coming from. Talk to you soon.